Take it off! There are Rabbonim here! The chief rabbi was one.
No!
Yes!
And you had black-eyed peas. What's her name?
Yes, that one. Fergie.
Fergie.
In the fill up my cup! Mazel tov!
Oh, man.
And he was like, this is the best bar mitzvah I've ever had.
Yeah, that's what one rabbi
No, tell me
was.
about the best one mitzvah. How's the food? Tell me.
Amazing.
Delightful.
No, but like the beer, how is this cabbage?
No, this cabbage is ridiculously
God.
good.
Hello, my name is Tracy Klass, and I'm from A Taste of Class. Traditional Jewish food to go. But I thought it would be a good idea to share the origins of Jewish food, where it comes from, the different types. But it's such an enormous subject. So I have some friends with me. We've got Kate. We've got Nik.
Lithuanian.
Also, Lithuanian, Latvian.
No Poles here.
No Poles here. Hey, you know what? We probably found we related.
Yeah.
Hey?
I think we are. You've got my daughter's hair.
You've got my father's beard.
You might be my daughter.
It could be, possibly.
Could.
Oh, I don't know. With that red hair, Cossack went through a village somewhere, babe.
Well, his dad, her dad, their dad.
So what I thought we would do, we would start off with the Jewish food most people know. The bagel. I want to say categorically right now, it is not a roll with a hole. Now this isn't a competition, okay? This
Yes.
isn't who makes the best bagels. But I've got Bentleys, I've got Klansky's, I've got Max's, I've got Goldie's, I've got Spar. And bagels are amazing. Do you know that it depends upon the water content? And that's why in New York they boast that they make the best bagels in the world. I mean, God forbid the Americans should ever not be the best at absolutely everything. I mean, the bagels came from, like there's mention of them in the 1650s, but not according to New York. They are the best at bagels because it's their water.
Aha.
I thought you weren't supposed to drink New York water, like at all.
That's a
Yeah,
valid
you
point.
you eat it.
You can't drink it, but you can
It's a
put it in the
solid.
bagel.
Yeah.
That's why bagels are so dense, because their water is a solid.
No, they're so dense because they're boiled. So
Yes.
how you make a bagel, do you know this, Nick?
No.
So it rises and then you boil it, and depending upon how long you boil it for, is the density of the bagel. So look, if you take, just take one here and just break it, you'll just feel it's quite dense.
Tough.
It's tough.
Right. Is this an Afrikaans bagel? I learnt the word for Afrikaans bagel in the documents you sent through.
No, there was no Afrikaans.
It's called the een holige joetjie broodjie. I believe.
I didn't find that in the Urban
It's not.
Dictionary.
I learnt it from my godfather who had a show called Bagels and Locks in the 80s.
Yes.
Really?
And
It was a
please,
comedy show. Jewish jokes.
please tell everyone who you're...
Can I eat a bagel too?
That's the only joke I remember from it.
Again?
Een holige joetjie broodjie. Those were the Afrikaans Jews of Pa when they made bagels.
Yeah.
And of course you're familiar with them because on Hanukkah they gave each other socks because the presents must be
8 days.
kosher. Are we supposed to be eating
So,
yet?
yes, you... Darling,
Okay.
please, I mean, God, it's come fress with me.
Can you explain the meaning of fresh?
Yeah,
for
fresh,
our non-Jewish
yeah.
listeners?
Fress is... I can't explain the meaning of the word fress. I can only tell you what it's not. It's not... You would never, ever ask somebody over for nibbles.
It's not
Or
refined
eats.
dining.
It's not refined dining. It's not fine dining. It's fressing. It's eating and enjoying, and God forbid you should ever leave the table
Where
hungry.
would you say the best place to view fressing in its natural habitat is? Would it be a bar mitzvah or a bris? I've seen fressing at a circumcision, like I've never seen fressing.
Totally.
What on
What
earth is this?
is that?
Tracy?
It's what I call my brocha. It's when you're standing at a function.
At a bris,
No, at an
Yeah.
engagement, as happened to me, and the
and the
waiter
table
walked-
is too wide.
No,
And the whale's not
no, no, no.
concentrating, and you gotta.
The waiter walked past with a tray of smoked salmon on potato latkes, and I could see Mrs. Belufkin reaching for it. I did that. I reached over and I took it out from under her nose. It was fantastic.
Is this an old TV aerial that you've had?
No, it's actually from that French shop Piloni, but it can be used as a TV.
That's
as a
amazing.
lovely
So you
product.
I just
exactly.
instead of sorry, Kate, could you pass that? You just
Yeah, you just gotta.
Exactly, you
yourself.
just absolutely. And then if your aerial isn't working on your car, you could just do that when you're on the way home.
That's it.
So what I want you to do is I want you to try things.
All right.
You know,
Okay.
So
okay,
traditional. What's the traditional thing?
Okay, so what we have here, we have a milk table,
Okay.
as you can see. You know, don't you remember walking into your Bobba's house and the smell of bagels? Isn't that what, like an enduring Sunday morning memory?
No. No.
You went,
Kate?
Yes,
you,
no.
went, you went to the Waldorf school, so maybe.
My
Yes.
Bobba, well, also my Bobba died, and my other granny was anglicized.
My Bobba and my father once had a 2-hour fight about whether the bagels from Coimbra were properly boiled. So
No, but
yes.
that's a fight. I mean, we
They
used
had a
to-
full-on fight. It's probably the biggest fight I've ever seen them have. Was if she said not a proper
Was this
bagel.
Lily Pinchuk?
This was Lily Pinchuk.
Lily
yes.
Pinchuk, who lived on Eagle's Nest as well. No, Lily
no.
Pinchuk, the drama, the theatre. No,
The Potter.
Potter. That's how your
Yes.
gran and my dad knew each other.
Yes, because they were both Potters. Why are so many Jewish things pickled?
It had to do with the fact that they lived in -40.
Refrigeration.
-40. So if you, when the stuff was fresh, you took it and you pickled it. So then you would keep it for ages and ages and ages. You know, it was, and people in the shtetls were really, really poor. You know, so that's why there's, when you had stuff, then you kept it and you pickled it and you recycled and recycled and recycled. You know, that's why you have pickled cucumbers with absolutely every. I made those, by the way.
Oh,
Yes, those are. You know, his Waldorf background's coming out here.
what?
I mean, like cream cheese and cucumber, and I don't know. I don't know.
What? I don't know what you're supposed to. I'm just used to the basic.
Okay, so this is
really?
the basic starter pack because this is what one would have on a Sunday night. Okay.
Sunday night.
This is Sunday night, and an enduring memory for me is the Millie's Reese's bagel debate.
Oh, tell us.
Seriously, it was like.
We're not from the Streetpunchtettel.
It wasn't Seaport. You sat on Newsenberg Beach on a Sunday, and the whole of Sunday you thought about were you going to get bagels from Millie's or Reese's for supper that night. Okay.
Okay.
But the bagels from Reese's and Millie's, it was the biggest fight in the whole world. This is capers. That's actually a garnish, but it's an edible garnish.
What's this?
This is the Sunday night supper. That's snook pate. We couldn't. Don't you ever have? Didn't you used to have snook and tomato bagels for supper on Sunday night?
Never.
Oh, this is so
What?
good.
This is why you've
What
invited.
did you have?
Well, this is
What
why
did you
you've
have on
invited
Sunday
both
night
Kate and myself.
Yes.
We didn't get the full Jewish treatment growing up.
It wasn't
Absolutely.
treatment. It was just. It
was.
It just. Oh God! You make me so excited. I smacked my own bagel off my plate. What did you have for supper on a Sunday night when you came back
we
from
were
the beach?
basically bush Jews. We grew up on a farm.
Okay, what did you have for supper on a Sunday night?
I don't know, like chicken.
Chip rolls. We had guinea fowl casserole because I used to catch guinea fowl on the farm.
I'm speechless. I'm just going to eat my bagel now.
You sent through a document with some fun facts.
You did.
Might I read one or two of them?
You can please.
Can I use your long fork,
I'm-
please?
Oh, my brocha basta.
Your brocha
There we
basta.
go.
According to Leo Roston,
Yes.
who wrote The Joys
Yiddish,
of
yeah.
Yiddish, and it is joyful. The Polish word bagel is what bagel is derived from. It was mentioned in the community regulations in the city of Krakow in 1610, which stated that this food was given as a gift to women in childbirth, and it was illegally sold. Bagels were illegally sold by kids. Especially orphans helping their widowed mothers, but if they were caught by policemen they would be eaten, and I thought that's quite extreme for them to eat Because it doesn't
I
say
thought
the
so
kids or the
too.
bagels.
I wanted to clear up a couple of things there. Firstly, who was being...
It says if they were caught by a policeman, they would be eaten, and their baskets, bagels, and linen cover would be
Excuse me.
taken away.
It's a typo.
So that means
They were beaten, not eaten. It was a typo. It's that simple. I mean, stop being so bloody literal. They were beaten.
who wrote this?
Me.
Why is there a typo? You wrote it.
I didn't write it. I copied and pasted it from Wikipedia. Okay, and I left the bat off.
Okay.
So they were not eaten, they were beaten.
Okay.
Can I ask one more question about this?
Yes.
When it says it was given to women during childbirth, at what point of the childbirth
I wondered
do you
about
get a
this.
bagel?
The delivery. At the delivery point of delivery.
Yeah.
Could you imagine walking into the Park Lake Clinic? Bagels for Mrs. Cohen. She's just had twins.
Yeah. Well, it could actually, if it was the sunroof, via the sunroof, if it was a Caesar, I think it could work.
No, I just don't know.
It's also symbolic of the cycle of life, the
Correct.
eternity of. You see, there it is. You see, and so it's all about. So I
But
think
that's why you take bagels to a house of mourning.
Oh,
Bagels and boiled eggs, since the cycle of life.
I see.
Oh.
Did you know?
Just to remind you that the person is dead.
Yes, and that life continues. So even though the person's dead, we are all fressing while you're dead.
That's an interesting thing, hey? The food at the wake or the prayers or whatever it is. Jews, it's very Gentiles. It's all about the booze.
Yes,
That's true.
To get drunk at the wake, we're all about the food.
absolutely. And you know that if you
Why, Tracy? Why is that?
Because you're in shock and you're in mourning, and if it's for the community to look after you.
Okay,
So you
but they are also in shock, but they want to get drunk. We
want to eat.
want to eat.
Because we know that we need food to sustain us. We eat in every crisis. You know what it is? We fought, we won, let's eat. We fought, we lost, let's eat. We fought, they killed us, let's eat.
That's what it is.
It is.
That's exactly how it is. It's every simcha. Every life cycle event begins and ends with food.
Right, so the term bagel has another.
And listen, Babs, can we get the meat
Did you
on?
call me Babka?
No, I called you Babs.
Is that short for Babka?
No, it's short for Babala.
Okay.
No, Babka's good. Babka's good. Do they know what a Babka is? A Babka is a
That's
giant
episode
bulka.
2 or 3.
3, yes.
I don't know.
So we're going to explain it, but you get Babka and you get Bulka, and it's divine to call a baby a Bulka, but don't call a 13-year-old a Bulka, okay, because then they've got a weight problem and we're back on diet again. Can we just hold the bagel reference while I just get the meat?
Oh, yes.
Because we're going to clear,
Okay.
and we're going to change the tablecloth, and we're going to do a meat setting.
Okay, and just for your information, we have waited an hour and a half for this. It just looks like it's very quick in the actual.
It is. We're just changing
We
that.
waited an hour and a half to go.
The editing's very good.
Has it got to be an hour and a half?
Well, anywhere from 1 to 6 hours.
Okay, we've waited 6 hours.
No, we're not. We're Dutch.
We waited as long as a Jewish woman trying to diet.
Yes.
So we're back with a scene change. And I must say, Nik, I must congratulate our Kate on coordinating her dress with the tablecloth with the crane. I think the colour combination here is quite
Stunning.
spectacular.
It is
Thank
literally
you.
stunning.
It's stunning.
I also like to congratulate you on ironing most of the creases out of this tablecloth.
Yes,
Because there were a lot of complaints after the shoot.
I believe so.
I believe so too.
So we covered but the reason for the scene change, you guys know this, but I will explain to the audience.
Yes.
We're now having the meat section, which is why I told you not to stuff your face earlier. Because
But that's impossible, Kate.
It is.
It is impossible.
It is. Hey, how many times have you been to one of Merle's functions and you've like eaten all the sushi and the salmon and the starters, and then no, there can't be meat. No. Well, there actually is.
There is.
But I want to explain to you what we have because this was.
Can I just,
always
sorry,
the way
ask
to
a
do it.
halachic question about the meat? Now that Rabbi Mazel's, rest his dear soul,
Yes.
Oliver Sholem, is no longer with us, who has been presiding over the slaughter of the meat?
I believe it's come from Joe.
Thank God, please God, Baruch.
Yes. What I have here, and all of this I've made myself, including the mayonnaise, because as you know, there is nothing like bought mayonnaise, unless it's Hellman's, to spoil
Correct.
it. I say,
Woolworths mayonnaise is disgusting.
It's not even, I'm sorry. It's your own fault. If you're buying
I
mayonnaise,
know, Debbie does.
well, tell Debbie to make it. It's
Debbie, make the mayonnaise.
Make the mayo, Debbie, you lazy cow. Look at the man. Look at him. He's going grey. He's going grey from aggravation.
Debbie, do what you want.
Good point.
No, not a good point. So, we've got mayo, pickles, homemade pickles.
One question
Yes.
on behalf of the non-Jews
Yeah.
who often ask me this question. Why are you not using the kosher salt?
Because I'm not pickling anything, I'm flavouring.
Well, they think that salt is either kosher or not kosher.
Yes.
It's not.
Just because we were sent to Siberia doesn't mean Jews and salt. I mean, our whole life doesn't revolve around salt. I mean, a lot of the time, yes, and we were in the salt mines in Siberia, but it's not for now.
I'm 3% Siberian. Came from my DNA test.
Really?
Now, over there, I have my very famous barbecue brisket. It's absolutely divine.
Looks
And
fabulous.
over there is chopped liver. Hence the saying, what am I, chopped liver?
But you
Yes.
still don't quite understand that expression.
I think it's
What am I, chopped liver?
What am I,
Oh,
chopped
like it
liver?
got left, so we can't touch it.
No, or you ignore it. You don't
You
like
ignore
it.
it.
You ignore it. You don't
Okay.
like it.
Okay.
And then over here is chicken schnitzel,
Looks great.
which now this is the most spectacular cabbage salad. It's
Yes,
not done with
it
mayonnaise.
looks spectacular.
It's marinated in garlic, and it's just
Oh.
it's again the diet version, and it is the diet
Yes.
version because it's not covered in mayo. And Nick, for you, my darling, homemade grain.
Oh
we
my
call it
God.
grain, you would call it horseradish. This is schmaltz. It goes on anything when you're eating meat or chicken. Okay, so any kind of like sourdough, but I don't think they had sourdough in the shtetl, but you would put schmaltz on it as the schmear. So,
They did during the Great Bubonic Plague.
yes,
Yeah, during lockdown, all of the Jews started making sourdough.
they did that.
And then there's the term bageling, which is where you
I love this.
drop in a Jewish reference to test whether the strangers in your nearby vicinity are in fact Jewish and will recognize your Jewish reference.
For example, give us an example.
For example, I've got a friend, Mark Meyer, who will start whistling Adon Olam to see if they recognize the tune.
Really? I do things like I drop things and go, I'm going to platz.
When the fuck are we going to eat?
Can we eat now?
You are such a guts.
I didn't eat lunch because I wanted to eat lots and lots of bagels. But I'm thinking now.
Come Fress.
Thank you.
Mein Kind.
Okay.
Mein Kind. Didn't your always say that?
No.
No.
That's
But
why you've invited us on the show.
No,
Yeah.
but really.
To make up for a lost
you,
Jewish
Yes.
you didn't have this. I mean, I just remember that.
You asked me
smell.
about the tuck shop
Yes.
at Waldorf.
Yes, I mean, I'm looking at like this, like for example.
I'm gonna just. Can I please?
Yes,
can I start
please
eating?
just-
Thank you.
Like on a Sunday, you'd have bagels. Then on Monday for school lunch, then
This one's got
you knew
quite
what
a
your school lunch was going
hole.
to be. Unless, of course, we'd eaten it all. And then I used to give the kids like money to go and get a cheese bagel from the tuck shop.
Yeah.
And you?
I used to be sent to school in my, I had this pair of blue, organic, ethically sourced corduroy pants,
I thought you were gonna say shoes.
which I used to wear to Woolies. I had feltskin like these ones because I had knock knees and I had to wear built up heels. And then at lunch you used to rub your corduroy pants together to produce kinetic energy to heat the lentils which were supplied from the organic garden
Not
at
a
the
Jewish day
Waldorf.
school, not a Jewish day school. And I just want to tell you, as an aside, that all of this stuff is available on my deli box.
Oh.
So,
And how do we get the deli box?
great question, Nick. How do you get hold of a taste of class? It's very simple. Contact that number. That's our WhatsApp. Our menu is on Facebook, it's on Instagram, or just message me for details. And remember, you don't have to order a deli box or a Shabbat box. You are welcome to order just a litre of chicken soup, or 6 knedlach, or sweet and sour cabbage rolls, whatever you're feeling like.
I need some of that cabbage.
You do. You really, really, really do. You need cabbage salad. There's also...
Is there a lot of garlic in it?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. I'm afraid. I have to just tell you that there's a lot of everything in my food. Okay, I don't do low fat, no sugar, no carb, no nothing. No, it's everything, and that's it. But you haven't got any. He's having a condiment sandwich. You are such a grobnik. You're supposed to put.
Where's the broccoli buster?
Right here.
Okay.
You made these.
Oh yes, good choice.
Oh yeah.
Good choice. Don't drop it into anything. That's it.
That was very good.
Well done. This is a veteran of many a bar mitzvah. Okay, this boy. Did you see that he just going over and out? Oh my gosh.
And actually, I like that term, veteran of bar mitzvah, because that's not a term I can apply to my comedy career. I've literally done about 2 barmies and died at least one of them.
I wonder why.
Really?
Tracy.
Tracy?
We are not suitable for 13-year-olds.
It doesn't work.
Okay, no, it doesn't. I've also
Who wants a comedian at their bar mitzvah?
Me, I've done 2 bar mitzvahs. I died at them both.
I did one in somewhere on this Atlantic seaboard in one of these shtetls to about 12, 13-year-old kids. And at the end, I died hard for about 8 minutes, and then I just thought, I was like, what do you want to hear? And the one kid put up their hand and said, can you do Desperate Housewives?
What?
How?
How? That's horrifying.
Just look at your mother asking your father for your allowance. There's a desperate housewife. Why must I do your mother's job?
Do you know what I made the mistake of doing at the one? And she'd invited 15 rabbis from around the world.
No, I don't think I want to.
They were all on the Zoom thing.
Oh no.
And at the end, I said to the guy doing the tech, can you please play out with a vibey song at the end, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, well, send it to me. So I sent him the YouTube link for the Black Eyed Peas singing Fill Up My Cup.
Mazel tov, yeah.
I've got a feeling, right?
Oh yes.
And he played the music video instead of the track, which is basically the lead singer in lingerie. And it got 30 seconds in before anyone realized. And then the mother WhatsApped the group. You know, you set up the WhatsApp group for the thing going, take it off! There are Rabbonim here! The chief rabbi was watching.
No!
Yes.
And you had Black Eyed Peas. What's her name?
Yes, that one. Fergie.
Fergie.
Fill up my cup. Mazel tov.
Oh my.
Fill up my cup, mazel tov.
And he was like, this is the best bar mitzvah I've ever had.
Yeah, that's what one rabbi
Tell me about the best bar mitzvah. How's the food? Tell me.
Amazing.
Delightful.
No, but like the beer, how is this cabbage?
No, this cabbage is ridiculously
Oh my gosh.
good. I'm not just saying that because...
I know, because I'm not paying you. I'm not paying him to be on the show,
No.
by the way. He's my friend. And he's...
This brisket's amazing.
The brisket is great.
Oh god.
Thank you.
I feel like I need maybe some mustard with the brisket.
Yes, here we go. Of course you
Why
do.
are you not eating?
Because...
Yeah.
because
Never
when
trust a chef who...
No, you never trust
What?
a chef. Never
A thin
trust a
chef.
thin chef. That's my saying. Never trust a thin chef. Oh, you haven't had a chicken schnitzel?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're so good.
No, he's not invited. Would you stop bringing him?
What did they have at the Last Supper, do you think?
It was Pesach. It was the Seder. So they would have had like matzah and they would have had cray.
Was it the Seder?
Yes, lovey.
Oh yes, I've
Last
heard.
supper.
I read about that recently.
And now, this begs the
Chicken
question.
soup, tomatoes.
The Last Supper, of course, the Seder, the Pesach Seder, reenacting our exodus from Egypt. And we were talking about anxiety. Leaving Egypt with unleavened bread. What was that anxiety?
No, but I love the fact that I saw this wonderful meme. How come we didn't have time for the matzah to rise, but yet we've got 7 hours to make it simmus? At Simmus, it's a Jewish stew. It's in another program. You buy extra prepaid electricity. It starts 1 6-kilo brisket, 2 kilos of and extra prepaid electricity. That's how long this thing takes. But we can't let the matzah rise, but we can spend 6 hours making the
The
brisket.
mustard, on the other hand, is a hell of a kick.
Oh really?
Yes, but
Yeah, I think you should try it. I think I have to say I've fressed today.
Okay. And?
I'm too blessed to be fressed.
But
I'm too fresh to be blessed.
So here I feel privileged to be at episode 1 of your new venture, which, please God, Baruch Hashem, thank God, Amen, is going to be a roaring success. What a joy it is to be here, Trace. Good luck. Batzlacha.
thank you.
Shkoya!
You know, I mean, really, they can just take it a bit far, you know. I mean, he's going to get up and sing Ravi Nachman and horror around the table in a minute.
God.
Ravi Nachman, Ravi Nachman.
I got to fill in.
I made bagels.
Why?
Those look like Filletta bagels. What are they?
Bagels. I made them.
I mean, I've eaten my 3 bagels already.
I've had mine.
What are you doing for school lunch tomorrow for the kids?
Wheat germ?
Rusks.
I made them.
I would love.
I made some sourdough from level 5 that we haven't used yet. It's in the freezer.
What about that?
You know, thank you, my darling.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
Nice.
Thank you.
Amy. You know, it's
It's a lot
Amy.
of trouble you went to there.
It's thank you, Amy.
Amy,
Thank
did you boil them?
Thank you. So, we've come to the end of our very first episode of Come Fress With Me. I want to thank my guests, Kate and Nik. Thank you for joining me for lunch.
What a pleasure.
And thank you for your positive contributions and informing people about all about Jewish food. And just to remind you that what you're seeing on this table is available to order from A Taste of Class, and you can find that on my Facebook page, A Taste of Class, and on Instagram.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Do
you.
you sell these knives? I mean,
Where
forks.
do we
I don't
get
even
them?
know what it is anymore.
Okay, that Piloni, the French shop Piloni that used to be on the waterfront. I don't know where it is now, but this is my brocha basta. Amy, make sure they don't walk out, search their bag. You know, like he showed you how they put the stuff into the bag in the brocha. Just check Nick's bag before he goes. And so I want to thank you all. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've loved showing you our food, and we're going to have more guests on where we're going to be sharing chicken soup, festival food, Shabbos food.
There'll be lots more fressing.
They will.
There'll be a lot more fressing, and Kate here is going to be hosting a couple of her friends.
I will be fressing continuously.
Hashtag
Fresh.
too fresh to be stressed.
Hashtag too fresh to be stressed.
Hashtag come fresh with her.
Cheers.
Bye.